Morning. Hi, Watson. Thank you for being here. So, I still not have fixed my internet issues. Um, I'm going insane with these people, but basically the story is that I have installed everything. They've installed the fiber. They've drilled all over the house, whatever they did, and I was still waiting for people. I was like, okay, someone needs to fix my wireless, like the router, right? And then the cable for me to plug it into my setup and whatnot. And they were like, yeah, we're missing something, so we're gonna have to call you again next week. So this week they're promising they're gonna fix the issue, but it's insane the amount of time. Like I've spent 1 month in order to install this whole thing. So it's gonna be a bummer if I'm gonna install it and I'm still gonna have like streaming issues and stuff like this. It's just gonna kill me. But worst case scenario, I'm just gonna buy the I'm just gonna buy the Elon Musk Starlink shit. Yeah, excuse my language, but yeah, I'm not in. I like efficiency. No, that's what I was saying. Uh, they've installed everything but the router. I have the router. I have internet connection, but I don't have the fiber installed in it. It's insane. They said they're gonna call this week. They're gonna call me. Yeah, it's not buffering now, but once we're gonna start, once the market opens, and yeah, I will see. We'll see. But they promised me they're gonna come back this week and fix everything. Well, I have everything installed, but it's not working. Anyway, let's look at the markets. Mm. Like I have to remove all my internet expenditures around the house every time I'm streaming. It's just insane. My upload speed is very tiny. It's like 5 megabytes or something like this. I cannot even afford to. I cannot even afford to connect my phone. I don't have like I'm watching the the chat from my phone and stuff. It's insane. Okay. Apparently there is a power outage in Europe. I checked the market, but nothing was reflected in there. Let's see. So we don't have any news today. It's 28th of April. So I'm gonna close that part of my screen, my second screen. Now, yeah, only 5 megabytes or megabits. Which one is it? But yeah, that's my current one. With fiber, I'm hoping for 20 or 30, but we'll see. That's basically what's the issue here. I have a download speed of 50 and my upload is 5, so there's that. Um so Asian session we were. So basically when it comes to Asia session, I don't care as much if it was bearish or bullish, to be honest. That's not something I really look into. But what I care about is, wait, I'll just use something else for this to show. So we have a lot of liquidity here to begin with, but my stance is bullish, even though we left a lot of liquidity behind, like these relative equal lows here, or at least neutral. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Let me just draw these things. So yeah, these are relative equal lows and stuff. So what I care about Asia is like right now we didn't took the low of Asia, we just took the high. Usually this is consolidated area, so usually if it's gonna be bearish and it respects the half of this, is gonna no, if it's gonna be bullish and it respects the half of the Asian range, which is this one here, is gonna continue the bullish trend. What I'm thinking is that I need to show you another screen for what I'm about to say. Let me just switch it. And we don't have a lot until open, so I'll try to be fast so I can focus on the open. So this is the continuous Nasdaq contracts. All right, you don't have a date, it's just the same one throughout the year. This is basically the whole deal. We have opened the week, but if you go on the monthly, we have this huge week, which is like insane to begin with. So what I believe is gonna happen now, they said they're gonna stop with the tariffs and everything. What I believe is gonna happen, they're manipulating the market into going up. People are gonna think, okay, we're done, it's over, the market can recover, which I never believed to begin with. It's too much turmoil, there's too much blood in the water. I have two screens, I'm buying my third one for streaming, but I use two screens for charts, or five, it depends. If I want to check on the 30-second, I pull up another one. And we have the monthly, which is this big wick, which is a form of liquidity in its own. You want to see candles with bodies if you want the price to move higher or lower without seeking more liquidity. So when this happens, I believe that in 2 days we're going to close the monthly. In 2 days we're going to close the monthly. 2 days and 8 hours. We're going to tap into this fair value gap and we're going to fall lower, take out this low, and basically attack this type of liquidity. Maybe this monthly BC, if it's going to touch these lows, it's going to be a crash. I don't have a ball to say it like fortune. I'm not a fortune teller, I cannot say that. But I know for sure this is going to be filled, at least half of it. So the price is going to come lower at least. My idea would be to take the low and then we're going to enter a 3-month consolidation phase. Then probably end of August, the market is going to open up again. But yeah, I'm not bullish yet. I'm bullish for the next 2 days. And then I believe we're going to take this high next week or this week. We're going to consolidate in this area on a daily basis. And we're going to take this high and just move lower. Do something like, where's my brush? Do something like this, take the high and basically just continue attacking this liquidity in the past next months. So I'm bullish for now. I believe we're going to consolidate next week. I'm not going to trade next week. CPI, I'm going to stream. I'm not going to trade with my at least funded accounts. I don't like trading CPI weeks. I don't know why. I'm not in sync with the price action. It's very unpredictable in my opinion. But I like trading FOMC, but I don't like trading the Fridays either. So this Friday, I might stream. I'm not going to trade it because the price action is bad in itself. So this is where we are. I believe we're going to be bullish until otherwise. We already have a week on the weekly. Let's see. We have a week enough. They're going to manipulate people, so this is enough. If they just want to be bullish, they attack this gap here, so there's that. We can just continue being bullish. We're only plus 11% next to the highs. I don't like buying the highs, so I'm just going to have to wait for that as well to see what kind of setup is going to be. If they don't take the highs now, they attack a bit of this liquidity this morning, especially these two relative equal lows here. I'll be happy to enter a long. we have this liquidity here as well. Like it's Monday. Let's wait. But basically, when it comes to Asia range, let me show you what I mean. Second, I have some issues. So basically, when it comes to Asia range, we started this week. We took the high. We didn't took the low. We respected a half of it, which it's a sign of its own. Uh, but we are one standard deviation. Maybe we're gonna attack the lows today and move higher later this week. Like at the same time, if we take out the high, you have that three standard deviation, or how do they call it? But like they take the third high and then they just move lower. Now, if they're gonna leave this liquidity up for grabs, maybe we're gonna grab it later today during the morning session or PM session. But yeah, it's not enough for me to understand what the Asia range does. Like for me, I would just like to move higher, take out this liquidity, not reach for these lows to be attacked somewhere next week, just to continue bullish. However, anything can happen, and look how we opened, like big gap down. Let's see. Uh, Last Friday, I didn't like it. Like, I didn't feel comfortable. I was a bit frustrated after the trades. I don't like Fridays. Honestly, I don't like Fridays. So, yeah. Uh, I will trade Fridays on stream with my paper account. Study. I want to study it. I just want to leave gaps in my studying. So, I'm still going to trade it, but not real money funded accounts and stuff like this. But yeah, Asia range, it just respected the half now. Let's see. We have relative equal lows here. Let's see if we attack it today. But yeah, three deviation and three highs being taken. One, two, three. Three highs being formed. This is, I don't know how they call it in those chart patterns where they draw like rectangulars and stuff, but this is a line of resistance or something. So they're gonna trap people into thinking that this is gonna be some support if you draw it. Let me draw it to see how that goes. Mm, I don't know how to draw those things. Can you imagine? How do they draw those rectangulars? Or maybe I need to add it. It's not on my patterns. ABC pattern, this is it. A, B, C, D, something like this. So basically this is some type of support and it's just gonna move higher. It's gonna continue higher, but they move it lower, the market, because the market does what it does. It doesn't care about uh, some sort of patterns in terms of drawing patterns. It cares about liquidity and that's it. But hey, there are a lot of strategies out there. I'm not debunking anything. I don't know the market by hand, so everyone to each their own. Everyone trades the way they want. But yeah, I'm seeking liquidity in my trading. Uh, yeah, the market opened. We have this gap filled here. First presentation fair value gap, it was respected. I'm gonna study a model for this because I like it. I see a lot of times the first presentation fair value gap actually gives some action. So I'm gonna study that. Let's see. Now, let's see if we're gonna attack these lows. The main idea for the rest of the day, if they wanna push it higher, I would like to see new highs and maybe find around here some type of setup. But yeah, let me switch my screen now for 1 minute. And yeah, first presentation for fair gap, as I was saying. Let me connect to my trader weight and stuff. Why I say I don't like Friday, and because I'm transparent with you guys, I don't like hiding shit. Uh, I busted one of my 150 challenges on Friday. That's why I don't like them. So yeah, wait. Okay, that's good. This is my funded account. Up 3.5k. I'm aiming this week to make 4k and request another payout. I think I'm eligible after today. I have the winning days. I just like to withdraw the maximum or at least close to the maximum, which is 2k. So I need only 470 in order for that to happen. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But I want to study it, so I'm still gonna trade it, but I just trade it with minimal risk and don't trade funded accounts. And today I'm gonna aim at a challenge that is of 50k. Let me see which one is it. Number 25. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the 150. This one, yep. Uh, my drawings are going insane. But yeah, I'm gonna trade the 150 challenge. On the sidelines, the same trades because you can copy trade between the Apex accounts. I'm gonna place the same trades but on micro contracts on my funded account. Basically, it's gonna be the same trade, but I want to keep my main screen, the one that I'm showing you here as well. I want to keep the E-mini because I can see the volume imbalances. Sometimes on the micros, they're not visible, or different ones are visible. So I want to base my trade ideas on the E-mini, not on the micro. The micro I use it just for the size. So just for you to know, any trades that I place, they're the ones you're gonna see here on the screen, but I have other accounts linked. Probably I'm gonna go for 4 to 5 micros, and I'm gonna create a group. Micros. But yeah, not gonna trade until 45, so no trades as of now. What else? This is a new week opening up. This is where we opened. This week we don't have any holidays, so it stands. Even though the price comes down into the first presentation fair value gap and wants to move higher, I'm not comfortable buying it. Let me annotate the previous week's high. So we have two areas of liquidity, external ones. 589, 466. Gonna be bullish. 589 or 19466 if we have a temporary correction. And there you go. And I'm gonna have to change. Yeah, for sure. Great idea. I'm gonna try to do that on Fridays. I can tell you how my day starts and everything. Nasdaq bullish. Amazing. But yeah, I can do that for sure. I can basically walk you through my ideas, how I see the market, how I look at what happened at the open on the week. But yeah. Now let's see. We're gonna take this high. I'm curious on 30-second if we had a fair value gap. No, we didn't. So what this tells me, they're seeking liquidity without giving you any opportunity to trade it. I don't trust being long right now. First of all, we are above a high, which is a liquidity. Second of all, we had an instances of two highs being taken, this one being the third one forming. So basically when the third one forms, we have some kind of a reversal on a short term at least. So right now we took the high. I don't feel comfortable doing anything but wait. If I have an idea, I might even go short, let's say, and attack these lows if we have an inversion fair value gap forming here. But yeah, let's look at it. But as I said, I'm bullish, so I'm not quite comfortable because they're pushing the market high. Turn right. Let's see if this one is going to be an inversion fair value gap. Yeah, they're bullish. They want to take that high. They're pushing this narrative that everything is over. The I don't want to say the word, but you know that the issues with the tariffs and whatever, the conflict between the international trade tariffs and whatnot. It's just they're pushing that idea that everything is over, so they're gonna negotiate in good peace, which I don't believe. I think it's gonna be a lot of conflict, political one at least. So right now I'm not buying anything. I need more conviction. The price moving higher is not a conviction on its own. I need PD arrays. So yeah. Looks like a nice run, but it's not a clean one. You have a lot of liquidity over here. It would be extreme for them to attack some external high today, so let's see. For the second, I was looking maybe for something. Let me see if we short now, what's gonna happen. How long until the high? Oh, we have a 2 minute fair value gap. That's not good. Ah, I wanted to short it. Didn't give me the time and space. But yeah, now my thesis has changed a lot. Because if I short it here, I need to put the stop loss here. I think. Let's try one. Even though this is a buy in itself. Because if they enter, they take this liquidity here. They're just gonna move higher afterwards. So and now we're in that 5 minute fair value gap. So the idea is out the window for now. This is the 5 minute fair value gap. This is a fair value gap in itself. We took out this one, right? Yeah. It's gonna be a difficult morning. I don't have any setup yet, so we're inside a 5-minute PC, and they plan on taking these lows. Where is the 830? Don't have it annotated anywhere, do I? Yeah, we have the 830 as well. That's it, right? Yeah. So the best thing I could do is buy this one and place a stop loss here. So stop. Let's see how the body is gonna close. Yeah, they're gonna attack it. I got filled. Let me hide my executions. But yeah, this is very. I'm not trading on my funded account with this one. I find it a bit risky. We're trading inside the first presentation for a gap. Don't want to touch the 830 open and then a weak opening gap low. So we took out the high and they just plan on attacking those lows. So there's not much more I can do here. I'm gonna let the trade run. If the idea is good, okay, but the price action is very heavy and very difficult. Let me see. I was about to short the high there, but it just moved too fast. Touched the 830 open. First presentation for value gap, and this one can be an idea for short. And we're out. So I'm gonna stop trading on this account. I will just take this one loss because of the day. But yeah, let's see what's next. I don't like the price action at all. Like it's just straight up, straight down. I wanted to short the highs. I was a bit too slow on the idea. SMT, yes, took this 5 minute swing. There's not much I can do now. But wait, let's see on the 2 minute if this was a fair value gap. It wasn't. So the 19466, the temporary correction, was right on spot. We just didn't have an entry for the short, fortunately. Let's wait for 10 o'clock. For sure, I'm not shorting now. Oh, took out those relative equal lows. Interesting Monday. Nothing on the 30-second and nothing on the 15. Straight up, down. Well, it was expected after you take this high, the last week's high, to have a correction. I just wanted an entry. And also usually when you just run it like this, all these candles, the only thing I bought is because I bought the last fair value gap. So if they wanted to have the consolidation and then move higher, that would have been possible. So I'm not upset I bought the last fair value gap. I could have bought here or here. So happy with my trade. It just didn't pan out. Now we're trading inside this 15-minute fair value gap while we have these relative equal lows next. So right now I don't feel comfortable shorting for this unless it's very easy to do so. Like a clean setup, fair value gap with another block preferably. I want to wait. Mm. No setup yet. if it wouldn't be, sorry, not this one. If it wouldn't be for these lows, I would, I would have fancied a long. However, these lows are the Asia lows, so there's that as well. Gonna wait patiently. I don't want to buy. Uh, and if I'm thinking about shorting, I want something more than this. Maybe to reach 830 again to touch it or something. That's mid of Asia respected. Something to be aware of. So what if I short this? Put here is not enough. No. I will wait for the 5 minute candle to close. Uh, Mid of Asia range actually tested. Ten, 9. Okay, got me filled. No. This would be my buy stop. And I would get out here. I think I'm a bit too 0340. I believe they should hold in itself the 1 minute. What I'm thinking. Why would I want for the price to go up here, right? So patch the 830. This is a fair value gap, right? So if it's gonna be respected, maybe they wanna take all this liquidity and then move lower. So I'm using this 5 minute fair value gap if it wants to hold, okay. If not, I've not traded my funded accounts yet. The range is too big. The price is very unstable to guess. So Let's see if this one is gonna play as an inversion fair value gap. The mid of it is respected by bodies now. That's not what I want to see. And I would like for the candle of 5 minutes, which is this one, to close below my entry, or below at least the high of the this one. So I don't think I want to hold this trade for too long. I want it for the price to fall. So yeah, I'd rather be long if it comes down to it. Let's wait. It's touching basically the first presentation fair value gap. Mm-mm. Touching this order block here. Let's see how this candle is gonna finish, but we're touching the 830 again. I'm looking at the bodies now to see how they react to everything. We touch basically the new week opening gap. We took out these highs. Now if it takes out this low, there is a chance we're gonna move lower. But it needs to take this 5 minute low. Mm. Touched again this fair value gap. That's not what I want to see. I'll just get out and wait. Most probably it's gonna go lower, but I just test it again. This fair value gap. I don't like that. We're inside the 5 minute, but they're showing they want to move higher. So let's wait. Difficult Monday. Usually I like trading Mondays. Out of three. Let's see how the first 2 minutes of this 5 minute is gonna be. It's already 10:15 and the bias is still unconclusive. We're still bullish. We took out those lows, but not a lot of signs. Very much inclined to be bullish. However, we are in a 5 minute fair value gap. So while we're testing the inversion fair value gap, the first minute fair value gap, I apologize. And we have the new week opening up. We're below it. So there is a lot of resistance there. Like look for the price action for the past 13 minutes, nothing. So I would like to buy it, but I don't have a clear stop loss. I don't have any fair value gaps. But this one. So what do I buy it now? Doesn't feel comfortable. But they left these two equal highs here. So let's say they drop it again. They manipulate it to run it higher still. Let's see. Let's be patient. So this one holds. Let's change it for the moment. We have this one, which I don't quite believe it's gonna be a breakaway gap. Would be nice to run, touch it, and move higher before we take out these two relative equal highs there. So yeah. If you're short right now, this is not what you want to see because the price is going to explode anytime soon and attack the highs. So there's that. That's how I see it if I would manipulate this. Let's see. We're expecting a first presentation for value gap. We are running inside a 5-minute BC CB, sorry, on the 5-minute. This is a CB, which is a bearish one. But we have this liquidity here, but we left these two equal highs here while touching the new week opening up low. Let me think about it. If I want to go long, I would like for this fair value gap to be touched. If I want to go short, I want to see for these two little highs to be taken first. So anything in between is not a trade worth taking. And if this candle on the 1 minute is gonna be a bearish one and doesn't attack the highs that I just mentioned, which are these ones, yeah, no. Let me draw them a bit like this. So far, look at the bodies. They're all below the 830 opening. Let's see if this one is gonna respect the pattern. Touching it. Bear in mind, this is a liquidity of its own. Not a friendly price action. Yep. For touching this one. We took out those lows. This is a swing low. I would like for this to be touched as well. But so they didn't want to leave here anything. And if they want to move it higher, then that was it. Yep. We took out everything that happened for the past 20 minutes. High and low. A lot of people were short or long. They're both out. What's next? Exactly as I said. A big push. So I'm happy I got out of that trade. Still left here some liquidity. Let me these two. So not buying anything now. High, low, low, high, low, low, high, high, high. This is not a breaker. Low, high, low, low, higher, high. This can be a breaker. This can be an inversion fair value gap. Mm-mm. If I would be a short, I would not like this price action. If I would be a long, I would hate it. No expansion, just manipulation. Let me cancel this. Now they want to attack this. And if they don't want to touch the inversion fair value gap, it means it's going to go back to it. but I touched it. So let's see how they want to attack these two lows here. Yeah, this game, like, okay, we're just gonna drop it. Like big candles, taking out liquidity, but no indication of a price movement. So, what price move? So, of price movement or, um, but yeah, we're touching that inversion fair value gap. Probably they're gonna respect it and move lower. Let's see. I don't have any setups yet. I want to trade, but I don't have any setups. I'll be just gambling. And it's not even gonna be 50-50. There's nothing I can do. They're setting up liquidity on the sell side, moving lower. What? Yeah. My stop loss, if my trade would have stayed the same, the one on a 5 minute, I would still be in the trade, but I'm not confident because we have the Asian lows. So I'm not confident into doing that. What if we're attacking the Asian lows now? It's already 10:30. They need to decide what they're gonna do with the market today. Yep. Would you feel confident now to be inside this, to be along now? I wouldn't be. You think this one is not gonna be taken now? That's what I said. So, nah. I wanted a week up here to be short or something. So I can use this as an inversion fair value gap or this as a short and this as a buy or stop loss. I don't think they don't even want to do that. So let's wait. Yeah, it's a difficult market. Now they didn't took this low, right? No, they didn't. So that's a liquidity in itself. But they wanted to touch the previous low, right? So this can be a short in itself because it touched the inversion fair value gap, but I didn't short it myself, right? So just touch the middle of it. So I would like to be, but I don't think they're gonna let me have it. I guess I am. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. My target is the Asian lows. But yeah, maybe they just drove it here in order to go higher. So that's today's price action. And there's nothing I can do about that. Literally nothing. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. 1.5 for the start of, like, this is not good either. Like, I left this week here. There's a chance they're still gonna move lower. They just, they don't allow you in a normal way to do so. There's that. Hmm. Interesting. So what are the chances of this one being respected now? Or they just wanna blow it and go up? Let's see. 3. Well, yeah. This is a fair value gap. You can be long here. I'm long on the micros. Okay, it shows 40. I'm gonna sell for the high of this. But yeah, very weird price action. I'm not quite comfortable with it, so I'm very cautious. Basically, maybe they just want to take this fair value gap on the 5 minute and then go lower. There's a lot of liquidity on its own, so I don't trust it. This is an inversion fair value gap as well. So a lot of things playing at the same time. $5.40 would be the next target for me. Basically, this swing high. Just to show you a bit. This is the position. Uh, this is liquidity as well on its own. If it's gonna take my low, let me think about it. Yeah. Ah, I hate this day. Wow, the ugly price action. Yeah. Earnings week with FOMC. Yeah, I'm done trading. I'm done trading for the day. Hmm. Let's see what the price wants to do. Let's watch it, but I've tried all the fair value gaps possible. We didn't respect this. Respected this. We're going for the next highs now. Mm. If they just want to touch this and just move it lower afterwards, that can happen, but it's very difficult to trade it in this environment. This is next. On the block, but still. This is not clean price action. So we came here down 2 times. Now they want to manipulate us like, okay, the price is going higher. Without something clean. Because it's not clean price action. That's for sure. They're respecting the new week opening gap. This is the mid. Two equal highs. Coming back into these two volume imbalances. But no. Like right now, you cannot be short because there's liquidity here. And you cannot be long because liquidity here and inside this candle on 30 seconds. So they're respecting the new week opening gap. You can just see the wicks. So might be moving higher, but let's wait. Volume imbalance, equal highs, not clean. Oh, Reading inside here again, volume balance. But yeah, that's not what you want to see. You have equal highs there. It's just a mess. Because now maybe they're planning to attack these highs again. So unless you take this low, nothing is certain. So you cannot short, you cannot go long. Yeah, sideways. But it has liquidity. It has a lot of sell side liquidity. On the downside, this is a lot of liquidity. I touched this volume imbalance and now it moves lower. Mm. Yeah, yeah. But I would have been out of that trade already. $5 minute, this is another fair value gap here. Let's see. It would be nice to take these lows now and just, yeah, like this. Be done with the shenanigans. If it takes the lows, no, I don't want any buys. I don't want any sort of. Let me just cancel some orders from my previous account. No, I would not like a buy, not even here, because this is a fair value gap. Now, if it wants to attack the highs, it has an excuse because it touched this fair value gap here, right? So, yeah. I just want for the price to go down and attack these two lows. I don't want to buy for the day, that's for sure. But this is inversion. This is a fair value gap. I'm just very, this low needs to be taken. I'm just very aware of these two equal highs here. That's the problem, my problem at least. Yeah, it's just disgusting. Touching this inversion fair value gap and this one as well, this was not respected. If they plan on going lower, it should just drop, but still a lot of games going on. Uh-huh. Oh, they want to go inside this fair value gap again. Ah, it's just ugly price action. I don't like it. Now the price should have just dropped, not be inside this list. This is just another way of them playing with this. I don't like it, honestly. Yeah. Its manipulation today was insane. It's just insane. The idea is still to go to be short, but nothing is certain. Because if they just want to touch this to go higher, this is dangerous now. It's a very dangerous territory if this doesn't want to drop. So I don't want to be part of it. Mm. Do they want to manipulate it and take it high now? Anything is possible. Hmm. Let's see if they want to take the Asia. Even though if they want to take Asia, I should just go low now, not play about it. Because if they just want to take this low in order to run these highs, not what you want to see. You want to see just speed now towards the Asian lows, like proper speed. Anything in between can be dangerous. This should be a breakaway gap at least. If they don't want to take the Asian lows now, we're gonna attack those relative equal highs, but let's see. This is what we want to see. Yep, speed towards the Asian lows. Mm-mm. Yeah. Now the target is Asian lows, that's for sure. That's the setup. They're touching the new day opening up, the midnight. They took out these lows, but not Asia still. Let's wait a bit. Mm. Yeah, ugly price action still. They didn't look at the Asian lows, but would be interesting for them not to take the Asian lows. This can be just a setup. Not really, because they're taking this very well gap here. Plus, I highly doubt they don't attack this all these lows here, so let's be patient a bit. Main idea now would be to take the lows and we'll see for the rest of the day what's gonna happen. But yeah, basically attack these lows. Mm. They should not be touched. Should just see all those lows being attacked. One, two, three. Yep. Very difficult day. Uh, mm, Very difficult day. One thing I did not check. It's kind of an SMT. It's kind of not. Unfortunately, I couldn't have any winning trades streamed, and I apologize for that. It was a very difficult morning. Um, I did something though on the side while I was watching the price action, and I traded my funded account, but not because I didn't want to show you that I was greedy and whatnot. I was still not quite certain of the outcome, and I didn't want any of you guys to follow me. So when I do things like this, don't get upset with me. I'm gonna show you regardless, but I don't want to influence anyone because we already had 2 losses in a row. These lows are still gonna be taken. I don't know for the rest of the day if we're gonna continue in this bearish movement, but on my funded account, made like 260, and on the challenge, made 490. I'll show you the executions. They were very choppy, very bad executions, but I'm gonna show them anyway. They don't work. Why? Basically the main idea, I shorted this fair value gap. I shorted 15 micros, big position, but very, very small stop loss. But yeah, difficult day. Like, we're taking the Asian lows. No, no, no. It's insane. It's insane to be holding through this choppy price action and then for them to Asia's Asia range was always, and the Asian lows, they were always on my mind this morning. I just didn't like the price action because if you think about it, if you think about it, I was short on this 5 minute and I said I'm gonna hold it for this 5 minute. Only thing I had to do was just hold on and wait. So that's something I need to learn more about. I don't like trading in consolidation type of days, so I'm not quite good when it comes to, okay, hold the trade, I like to be in and out very fast, and I'm streaming, so big stop losses are not something that I want to encourage. But yeah, profitable on two accounts, one challenge, one funded account. A big loss on one of the challenges, but I have it's a big account, so no harm there. But yeah, difficult day. I think that was for me. Thank you very much for tuning in. Feel free to check the videos with the recaps. I don't think I'm gonna have any recap for today, to be honest, because it was a horrible day and there was not a clean setup. Mm, but yeah, I'll let you know. Do I think it's gonna go lower? Most probably. Like, just checking. Mm, there's a high probability, but I would not trade it. Like, I would not go short right now to attack these lows, which are very obvious, right? But the candle is big, so yeah. This was the best short that you could have right now. Difficult day all around though. You should not buy this. You should not short this. Can buy this, but it's gonna take you out. I wanted for this high to be taken here, but the left relative equal highs. So yeah, difficult day. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for being here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and don't trade anymore today, regardless of what's gonna happen. Even though this fair value gap is gonna hold, just don't trade them. See ya.